The Crypto Markets Update is presented by Grayscale, the world's largest digital currency asset manager.
So checking out on Bitcoin, the CoinDesk Bitcoin price XVX index currently trading at 65,200. Bitcoin slightly up about 0.9%. The CoinDesk Ether price ETX index is at $4,687. ETH is up about 1.4% over the past 24 hours. And the new DFX CoinDesk DeFi index is at 632 points, up about 1%. Joining us now to discuss the crypto markets is Gritt Trakulhoon, investment analyst at investment firm Titan. Hello there, Gritt. Thanks for joining us. So, a huge milestone event happened for Bitcoin over the weekend. Taproot, the protocol upgrade soft fork happened. Not much of a price move in Bitcoin, though. So was it already priced in, or do people care?
Yeah, well, first thing first, Taproot has been in conversation for years, right? And people sort of expected this, and you could say that it's been sort of largely pricing at this point. I think, though, what's important to know that is that a lot of infrastructures, such as wallets, have to, build and upgrade to support this new development, right? And obviously, where Bitcoin could go in the future, could be big, but for now, for me personally, it's not that big of a deal. Taproot has been known for years. It improves privacy, scalability of Bitcoin, and that's pretty much it. And I didn't expect it to do anything in terms of price action.
Nonetheless, do you expect at least some movement from the alts and into Bitcoin because of it, or do you think that it's going to continue the way it has been over the past few weeks, if not few months, where you're seeing a rise in the alts a lot more than you are seeing in Bitcoin?
Yeah, sure. I think, well, first of all, Taproot was, a big milestone for Bitcoin, right? But it's also to look at it relatively. For altcoins, a lot of altcoins, there are insane pace of innovation going on right now, right? For example, Ethereum went through the EIP 1559 a few months ago. Cardano went through some smart contract functionality upgrade, Alonso upgrade. Even Polkadot right now is going through parachain auctions. And a lot of these layer one blockchains that are aiming to sort of steal market share from Ethereum, they have done so much in the last few months. And you could see what's happening in the price actions. For example, Avalanche, an EVM compatible layer one blockchain, just reached all-time high over the weekend. They went up 15%. And so in terms of relative, I feel like, a lot of innovation is still going on in DeFi and these altcoins, especially in the smart contract platforms layers. And while Bitcoin is nice, we are right now more bullish on these altcoins. Yeah.
What's your outlook for the rest of the year? We've seen, a lot of recent all-time highs lately. Do you think we're going to continue to see that trend, or do you think we could see a correction? Or, obviously nobody knows, but what's your feeling for the next couple months?
Yeah. So one of the tools we use to sort of try to spot trends ahead of the market is the on-chain analytics. And as you know, blockchains are, public ledgers, right? And you can pull the data and manipulate it in different ways to basically in extreme granularity to see, what activity has been happening. And what we see is since at least July, there has been a strong long-term whale or long-term holder accumulation behavior, basically buying the dips from retail investors who sold at massive loss during the May sell-off or even the September sell-off. And you can see this from a lot of metrics like, long-term supplier holder ratio, declining in exchange reserves, and so on and so on. And over the last, recent weeks, we can see sort of retail investors coming back to the market. And this is what we sort of expected, because while, all this were happening, whales were accumulating quietly. Network activity was extremely low in terms of transaction count, number of active users on Bitcoin network. And, this is typically what happens because smart money accumulate, when all these, during bear market, when on-chain activity is low. And right now, you can see that the run from 30K to 60K for Bitcoin was sort of moved by institutions. I believe 60K to 100K will be moved by retails, and we sort of see that in the recent weeks.